Hey guys, Languagehacker here. I had a blast doing the Theorycrafting event, and I wanted to share the best decks that I had played with you guys. I have 3 that I wanted to show you. There were a lot of really fun decks, and honestly, a lot of decks seemed playable, much more than I imagined. I thought it would kind of gravitate towards a few decks that people have found, and then that's all that people are playing. But it was pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? Dynamic, flexible, variable. There were a lot of cool decks, and they seem good. I'm excited to see them when the expansion comes out too. So, anyways, let's go and talk about the decks real quick, and then I'll show you some sample games from the Theorycrafting event so you guys can see what the decks can do in action. This is the deck I had the most success with. I didn't lose a single game with this. It just beat everything I was queuing into. I didn't play it that much because I wanted to try out a bunch of different decks. However, it did do very well. So this is kind of a Holy Paladin. Control-y, not super control-y. I'm not running Rag the Light Lord in a super, high amount of dragons late game or whatever, but enough to remove stuff, and then you have your win condition, which just happens to be Mr. Smite. There's a Gangplank Diver in here as well. This is a new pirate. It's dormant for a turn, and then it pops up out of being dormant, and it has Rush. But you can play Gangplank Diver. It's dormant. The next turn you play Smite. As the dormant awakens, both of them can hit face, so you can get quite a bit of damage from that. Quality got changed to 2 mana. For those who are unaware, that with the addition of Wild Power to the core set. Nice little 4 mana board clear. We have a lot of card draw here. Knight of Anointment draws some holy spells, which is basically our whole deck. Bannerman draws cards. Acolyte draws cards. Acolyte with Wild Pyro and stuff like a cheap Holy Mackerel. Repeatable as well. Draws a bunch of cards. Flash of Light heals, draws cards. Vitality Surge heals, draws cards. Shimmering Sunfish, new from the expansion. Really nice and defensive. Vindicator helps us draw as well. Carol just seemed like a good thing to include. The Carol Hero just wins games by itself, regardless of Smite. And it's very, very strong. I'm expecting to see a lot of Vipers, and I expect Paladin to be tier 1. Leviathan, the new Colossal, is pretty cool. It's also card draw. And then the main sort of damage combo is after you Carriel, you have Smite and the Gangplank Diver, like I was talking about. And these Garden's Graces get discounted down to 0 mana after you play other holy spells. So even without getting a Carriel buff, you can ship a 16 damage Smite face. Which generally isn't lethal because people have 30 health, but you chip away with some other stuff. You'd be surprised how I killed people with like 14, 15 acolytes. It was actually really, really absurd. Anyways, this deck was really cool.
I will go forward at any cost.
All hands on deck.
Okay, Coin Vindicator. Vindicator could be cool. It's card draw. It's good card draw. Let's keep it.
Ahoy, hoy!
Why, hello.
Going for Legend Finish? This month I probably will, actually. Do I want a Coin Vindicator when I have Carol in hand? I might tempo you out, actually. If this is Ram Druid, I need to pressure. Oh, for the event. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Let's do this instead of Vindicator. Because we already have the fire on the board. This deck is spicy. Legendary Theorycrafter.
Good morning, my beautiful Carol.
Okay. Not a bad wombo combo, not a bad wombo combo.
For the Alliance and my family, I fight.
I didn't want to do this, but now that I have Immortalized in Stone, I could coin that out, and I'm kind of okay with it. Coin Stone into double Vindicator, into Carriel. We already have Smite in hand. Last time we saw Control Pally? A long time ago. A long time ago. I have not tried any Reno decks, no.
Good morning, my beautiful.
There's a lot of tempo. Oh lord, that's a lot of tempo. Good thing we have Immortalized in Stone. Bam. Health. This is where they can play the 7 mana draw 3. Which they hopefully don't have. Aquatic form. Oh my god, Panda. Altar Fire. If I can't have fun, nobody can. Altar Fire deck does look fine. What Tice was running seemed pretty okay. Ashara? Okay. I could have quality here. I don't think I'm under enough pressure to, though.
True strength comes from within. True strength comes from within.
Chill. Welcome back, Megan. We've not played Tess yet. Hey Mansion, how you doing? Good to see you. Scale. Okay, they get to push some damage here. I think I'm still okay playing Carriel.
Our hardships
Like, I know there's damage on board, but a lot of it's mitigated, and I have a lot of healing in this deck. I'm not gonna pre-punch that, though. We can probably just Pyro Holy Mackerel. Wonder what treasure they chose. I am not wondering anymore.
Don't mind if I do.
This is quite large. Do I want to opt for an equality here? No, I don't think I need to. Kolok's a little annoying, I guess. Maybe we do equality.
all are equal under the light.
Like to play with fire?
Hey, speak to me.
Remember the fallen.
They got some health from that, but that's fine. Now we just start buffing up the smite. I have a feeling this deck lacks value for control matchups. Well, I'm not sure how much value you need. Smite probably just kills people. The downside is, of course, Mutinous could eat it. But I mean, even just the Carol hero power does keep stuff going. Couldn't I punch the taunt first? Yeah, I could have. That probably was smarter. Yeah, you're right. Punching the taunt first was just way better. I wonder what else this deck runs, the Druid one. Yeah, Phelan's an option as well. 1 card extra value. 3 Colossals could definitely close out the game. Is the Dormant Pirate a must for the combo? I don't think so. I included it just to see how it would feel.
That rope's burning again.
Could add a full Murloc package for value. You're not wrong. Murlocs can have value. I don't need Smite right now. I could play this now. Honestly, probably okay. Let's try it. I could Garden's Grace the Acolyte just for tempo. That's also fun. That's another thing I'm not sure about. I probably was just supposed to do that. Like, how do they deal with it? They probably don't deal with it. What's up, Smoke Sniper? How's it going? This is more important than class. That's up to you to decide. Best in Shell, kind of thick. That is very thick, actually.
Really? It's not too heavy.
This order was great, wasn't it? So great. Oh my god, this order was so bad everywhere. Ooh, quality. We could. I don't have to this turn, though. I think it's time to just play one of these for tempo. Have I tried any Reno decks? I haven't. Reno decks don't look that good. It seems too inconsistent, and it's hard to build right now with the restriction. For Theorycrafting, we have to use at least 10 cards from the new set. And you can include 10 unique cards for the Highlander decks, but most of them are kind of meh. And Reno's the only payoff, so it doesn't seem like it's that good. With more support, yeah. I don't think it's going to be that good. We might write Reno in some decks where we draw our whole deck. So it's not actually a Highlander deck, but I don't think actual Highlander decks are very good right now.
Just resting my eyes.
I'm out of AoE, so it's kind of hard for me to get through a second scale, but I mean, I'm just healthy, so it's fine. You think they run Kazakhstan? Could be kind of scary. Next turn, guys. Next turn.
Want the flag? Gladly.
Did I just use this? I do. Next turn, guys. Next turn. The 1-2 punch. We dive down and then we uppercut or something like that.
Only one card left.
Ooh, that's an 8-8. Kazakhstan? I feel like you could run Kazakhstan in this deck.
Spend too long down here, and you start to crack.
Okay, that's fine. Is it happening? It's happening! There's the diver!
May the light grant you peace. All hands on deck.
All hands on deck! 2 Torrens going straight for the dome! Cool, cool, cool. Small Mage. Small Spell Mage, I think I called it. I don't know why it's Small Mage here. Anyways, this seemed very powerful. I thought in Theorycrafting that Spitelash Siren would be really powerful. Spitelash Siren is a 4-mana 2/5 Naga. And it reads, when you play a Naga, refresh 2 mana crystals. And then it switches to say, when you play a spell, refresh 2 mana crystals. So you can bounce back and forth playing a Naga and a spell. And then you will just have a lot of mana. Which is why we run small spells and small creatures, Nagas. Basically, you can cheat out, I don't know, crazy amounts of mana, 10, 20 mana in a turn, if you have the right tools to do that. And because of that, we want to have card draw. So we have something like Gifts of Ashara, Arcane Intellect, as much card draw as possible. Spellcoiler gives you more cards as well. Runed Orb gives you more cards, so just lets you keep cranking out tempo. And it doesn't have as concrete of a win condition as some other decks you might have seen, but you just crank out so much mana. On turn 4, it's not uncommon for you to just have a full board, and then you just hit your opponent in the head once or twice and the game ends. There is Discover that you can work with, and I think I saw some of the other streamers running Ignite, maybe 1 or 2 copies, to actually have a more concrete win condition instead of saying, all right, what if I get brawled? Well, Ignite can then eventually be a win condition if you keep drawing. There's not quite as much card draw, so you're not getting to fatigue, but who knows? As the game goes on, the Ignites will grow anyways. Really, really fun. This was a really cool deck to play. It felt very Miracle Priesty, but in Mage. But you're not generating that much random stuff because you do hit a wall at some point. Also, a card that really impressed me was School Teacher. It's a 4-mana 5/4. Teach a tiny little Nagaling a spell that costs 3 or less, and then it has it as a battle cry. And that 1-mana Nagaling works with a Siren because it's a Naga itself. It was really cool. It impressed me a lot. This might pop up in a lot of different decks. Reason for it.
Must not falter.
There's no turning back now.
Fine. This isn't great, but it's a curve on the play. Thanks for the double drops. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here. Pomeranian for minions plus 2, but it's not Pomeranian for minions. It's Pomeranian for mechs, and we saw that in their hand. They literally only had 1 mech when they played it. Also, it means that the 3-mana card is worse with Belinda too. There's got to be some sort of hybrid thing they're trying.
I bring you greetings.
Pleasure running into you.
I think the Wildfire. The other two don't help us too much. Could have played a 2/3, but the spell here activates 2 things, and this is good refill after we draw the Spitelash Siren. Hey, Profederum, how's it going? Late to the party. A lot of this is going to be on YouTube, and the VOD will still be up for later. And we can talk about it on Discord if you're interested and have questions. Sucks that you're late, but don't worry about it. We'll be able to get stuff going. Shara? Sure. Dun, dun, dun. Dragon Priest. Okay, spicy. Alright, well, I play this because I need to spend mana. That seems good. That sucks. Like the card draw. Just hoping for another Spellcoiler or a Savara actually, but more so the Spitelash Siren so we can pop off. Oh, these count as dragons. Oh, that's actually so good for Horn of Rathian. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Dun, 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 dun.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Do this. I don't really want to ping, but this turn's awkward no matter how I do it. I could Siphon mana. I'll do this because it's slower than the AI, and the AI can get cheaper with the Siphon. You have such a good Mill Priest in mind that I have no idea. You're definitely going to lose games on release. Oh, with the... Someone pointed out something similar to that. The 4-mana 7/7. Death Rattle point. There's a cool thing you can do with that in Warlock as well. You can go Tamsin's Phylactery, which is kind of spicy. I want to try that at some point. But I think you need a lot of old cards, not new cards, to do that. Which means we'll probably do it after launch, not now, during Theorycrafting. Very innovative. Damn it, Nades.
Secret agent coming through.
Secret agent, okay.
No time. I am not backing down.
Where is my Spite Lash Siren? My kingdom for a Spite Lash Siren. Brand Juggernaut's kind of fun. Toxic, but fun. Oh my god, they get an amalgam from our deck. That's funny. Wait, what? Oh, their first amalgam copying the amalgam, or battle crying the amalgam gave them a beast. I see. Okay, we are one siren away from popping off. That is not a siren. Neither is that. Unlucky. Is this a siren? Unlucky. Go again. We could save this for like Queen Shar later. We don't have to go now. Do we need that much value? We don't need it, but we could get it, you know? Let's try this. This is weird, I don't know. You post the code? Ship it.
Let's see what side.
I do remember that name. So that was a thing. Quest Druid Brand OTK. I actually tried making Questline Druid. It's really hard to do with new cards because there's not enough ways to proc your stuff. We're just gonna go in on this.
By all the stars above.
This is a Pyroblast. We probably just want the Pyro on this deck, actually. Brand, Guff, Mark, Guff. Yeah, it's a lot. Forge Fiend is in, that could be scary. Yeah, that counts as scary too. Where are my Spite Lash Sirens? I don't even know what my pop-up is gonna be, but I'll figure it out.
Don't let them harm the eggs.
Dun, 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 dun. Spite Lash, thank you.
Just keep doing things until they die. Power is beyond your comprehension.
Fine. I floated some mana here, don't worry about it.
Can spell Zinjari. Anybody?
Uh-huh, I should have done this. Oops.
Pick me! Pick me!
Oh, I get to choose where it goes? No Naga.
Bow before your queen!
Meat tusks won't stop shattering.
Okay. Cool pop off. Interesting pop off. Oh, double rune? No, my Ashara. I'm gonna save this for Savaro.
You are a magnificent opponent. Sorry, Squishy, I'm working.
Why is Savaro my last card? Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening in this game? Not the behemoth! I shouldn't have played a minion. No, that's not true. I didn't expect them to be running behemoth in this deck. Okay. This is winnable. This is winnable. It's fine. It's winnable. It's winnable. The next rune is always double pyro. Well, I have more than one rune because my next card is Savara. So we're gonna have to go rune. We bank that in the Savara, and then we get 2 more spells as well. We're gonna flame this first, so that the Pyroblasts go face. About those Pyroblasts. Those were not Pyroblasts. Winnable though. Doubted? What do you mean I doubted? I insta-runed. Was an insta-rune. What are you talking about? Fine, guys. It's fine. This is winnable. This is winnable.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
squishy. I'm good.
It's winnable. It's fine. It's winnable, guys. I'm telling you, it's winnable.
I'm the broom mother. Don't you ever forget.
Oh!
Nobody wanted that to happen.
Winnable. Ow. Oh, it got counterspelled!
Thank you.
I still die next turn. Yeah, I still die next turn to the second embers. Maybe they don't have the second embers? Copium? Kazakhstan Theorycrafting? Yeah, it's a little annoying, but the rest of the deck is spicy. Oh, they get an ignite, huh? That's not good for me. Oh. I don't think we're getting there. The ignite's pretty thick, but not thick enough. And this was a really good treasure. To be fair, most of the treasures win the game, so it's not like, oh no, they had Hyperblaster. This is not lethal, 6, 7, 8. It's not lethal setup. And I do have lethal setup, actually. They have ignited embers? They could not draw it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh my god.
You are a magnificent opponent.
You make your own way.
How does he get away with it? I don't know how he gets away with it. We'll edit out that train. And the third deck I had a lot of fun with and a lot of success. Fell DH. I just call it Jace here. A lot of fell spells rotated, Immolation Aura, Fellscream Blast, so the deck lost some of that oomph, but we gained some new spells. We gained Multi-Strike, we gained Predation. Actually, that's kind of it. And Chaos Nova, believe it or not, is a fell spell as well. Honestly, I think we're going to have to run 2 Chaos Novas because of how I think tempo-heavy the meta is going to be and board-centric. Plays like old fell decks where you just want to play your fell spells, draw your cards, and then end with a Jace. However, new cards. Glaive Shark seemed pretty good. Whenever your hero, if your hero attacks, It's Battlecry. If you're here, attack this turn. Battlecry deal 2 damage to all enemies, so it can go face as well. Can be used as a pseudo board clear. Fell Gorger to draw cards. It's not a new card, but it's still pretty solid. Predation is okay. We have a few Nagas in here. Lady Setheno. You could try to make some sort of combo with this, but honestly, it just felt fine. It's okay to tempo out. If it sticks, you just push a lot of damage, and Lady Setheno plus some cheap cards just helps you clean up board. So even though there's a lot less card draw now in Demon Hunter because stuff like Skull rotated out and Glide, it just felt like tempo was good, and then I ended the games with Jace. Wayward Sage, discounting the left. If it's outcast, it discounts the left and rightmost cards in your hand by 1. And it happened frequently enough that I was almost always ending the game with Brand Jace. And let me tell you, Brand Jace is hilariously absurd amounts of damage. I wasn't counting that much during the Theorycrafting because I thought, you know, whatever, just have fun. If it's lethal, it's lethal. If not, it's not. I was 30-plussing people consistently. I actually missed lethal. My opponent renoed. I played Brand Jace and they died, which was just hilarious. And it's really cool because the Jace with multi-strike now lets you punch through a taunt and then hit face as well, because the multi-strike lets you attack an extra minion this turn. So you do happen to get 2 attacks. One can go face and the other ones can hit minions. And you can get multiple multi-strikes from the Jace, which means you can hit multiple taunts and then hit face too. The deck is pretty cool. Card draw, Need for Greed, Spectral Sights, Chaos Strike, Sigil of Alacrity. So there's still some card draw in here. Not as good as it used to be. Skull would have been really nice in this deck, for example, but it still feels really clean. So here's some cool games. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm really excited for this expansion. I hope you guys are too. Happy pack openings and happy day 1 to whatever day you guys are on right now with the expansion.
Arana versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I alone will shield my people.
Job's done. Job's done.
Oh, you know what? You are right. It is kind of like, it is like Man Addict. I forgot about that card.
Incredible discovery. Maybe.
Wait, why is it fixed when I do it, but when Pizza did it, he got the buffs? Almost on the pizza, guys.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Yeah, the Arana here does look really dope. Really like the new skins.
Pick me! Pick me!
Time runs out on me.
I have given up everything. What have you sacrificed?
Okay, we're in a pretty good spot. And what we can do is we can reduce brand, so we can go brand Jace this game.
Tusks won't stop shattering.
If three rights make a left.
There is no measure to my fury! Give them fell!
If three rights make a left.
Okay, we have the brand discount. We have the brand discount. How's it looking at the cards? We've had some fun so far. There's some definitely pretty cool decks you can make. I made some that I think were really cool, and we played them at the start. We won a bunch, and then we're going to come back in later. But for now, I want to try out a few other stuff, some different things.
Speak to me.
Chaos Nova. Oh, Need for Greed, let's go. The Jace! It's happening! The brand Jace!
Fear my glaive!
Oh, that animation. Whoosh, whoosh. Very cool. It's similar to the Altruist animation, right? It was a very good chop deck. My god, first game, we're gonna get Brand Jace on turn 10. How did I get 9-4 rushes by turn 6? I attacked a lot with my face. I attacked on turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, every single turn. And it looks like it got updated with multi-strike. So I can attack twice on the multi-strike turn.
Do you take me for an ordinary mage?
Uh-oh. How do I get brand lower? There's a 2-mana Naga, Wayward Sage, that reduces the cost of the left and right minions by 1. Not an ordinary mage at all.
Runs out on
You're
me.
correct. Guys, this is lethal, I think. It's so mega lethal. But we're gonna set up for the Wombo combo.
To chaos! Give them
All right, you guys ready? It's fine. It's fine. We don't need the lethal. We want to go brand Jace because that's really cool. All right. We don't need the lethal.
We're gonna be rich.
Huh.
Who knows what amidst the flames?
It's fine.
Give them fell. Total chaos. There is no measure to my fury. There is no measure to my fury. Give them fell.
This is a lot more than I thought it was gonna do.
There is no measure to my fury. There is no measure to my fury.
Wait, there's no way that... Did it just go 4 times?
Fear my glaive.
No, it only happened twice. I guess I played more fell spells than I thought. Wow, that was a lot of damage. I didn't realize I played that many fell spells. Huh. Okay.